All right, it's only 13 months into his presidency. President Trump is gearing up to run for re-election. Today, in fact, it was announced that Brad Parscale will, in fact, serve as his campaign manager for the Trump 2020 re-election. Joining us now with more is President Trump's daughter-in-law, who will serve as a senior advisor to Donald J. Trump for president on the re-election committee. Lara Trump is with us. Good to see you again. How are you? How's the baby?
Sean, he's so good. Thank you.
I saw the picture when he was actually sitting in the president's seat. Yeah. Very nice. And then the one with the hair.
Husband, I know. Well, that's his signature do now, the hair, standing straight up.
Now, do you send that out on social media and everything, or no?
Yeah, I mean, I post some pictures of him.
Very cute.
Thank you.
The interesting thing is you have actually been doing this for a while. This really isn't news to me.
Well, thank you. Well, first of all, I was so honored to play a role in the 2016 campaign. I was out on the road all the time. Eric was out on the road. Don, we all were doing our part. And then come January last year, I was honored again to be a part of the campaign and every day work alongside the great people that we have there. And we were thrilled today to announce Brad Parscale as the campaign manager for 2020.
I've known him for many years.
He's going to be awesome. He's going to do such a great job. He was such a huge part of why the president is in office today. Other than the fact that he was such a great candidate and the country loved him, the digital campaign, the digital portion of the campaign was so important, and Brad was 100% behind that, and he's going to do a great job.
Every night on this show, I talk about the media in this country. They have reported for well over a year. Trump-Russia collusion. There's smoke, they tell us, but there's no fire. There's nothing. They have nothing.
No.
But we have found evidence that Hillary Clinton bought and paid for an unverified Russian government dossier that then was used for a FISA abuse, and they didn't tell the FISA judge that she bought and paid for it, and it was unverified.
If you tried to write it into a movie script, Sean, people wouldn't even believe it. It's the world that we live in today is so backwards sometimes, but I actually think it shows how desperate people were, to make sure that Hillary Clinton got into office, which still didn't work. She still is not our president, thank God. We have Donald Trump there. And, you know, the fact that it keeps getting brought back up and the media won't let it go, they keep bringing it back, shows that they have nothing else. The president is doing such a great job. They can't report on that because why would they?
They don't talk about it anymore, which is fascinating. Imagine if it was your father-in-law, though, that he was the one that paid for the Russian dossier.
Oh, my gosh.
Imagine that it was your father that was involved in giving 20% of America's uranium to the bad actor Putin and the hostile regime Russia.
Yeah, we'd be in a very different place.
We really would, wouldn't we?
No, we would. It's a shame to see that you know, not a lot has been done to make sure that the right thing happens here. And listen, we see it time and time again with the president. There is so much against him, and you're right. Had this happened and he was behind it, I could only imagine heads would be rolling.
He is so not the typical politician. It's interesting. After a year, and the comments that I get from people I talk to every day in social media, what's interesting to me is many people now, they realize, oh, he's not like every other president. He's not a politician. No. And that means he's going to say and tweet stuff that people are, quote, I mean, the media especially, will feign outrage over. I think America's actually getting used to it, and they're saying, oh, that's refreshing.
Yeah, well, it is refreshing. And keep in mind, he's not a politician. He was a businessman who was elected to be our president. And look at what he's done, Sean, in a year in office. His first year in office, he accomplished so much. You see the economy where it is right now.
You see the Heritage Foundation, 64% of his agenda is already done faster than Ronald Reagan.
It's incredible. It's incredible. And yet no one talks about it. And again, I still maintain the reason that we hear about Russia all the time is because the mainstream media has nothing else to report about.
They were upset that he didn't give Barron the umbrella. I'm not giving my kids the umbrella. I'm keeping the umbrella.
They would have to report on all the great things that he's done, and they won't do it. So that's why you're here, Sean.
Here's a personal question, because I know you, Eric, and I know Don, and I know your families, and I met you guys. More than anybody, you seem to have embraced this. This is a blood sport, the world of politics. How have you... seriously, this is serious.
Yeah.
How have you acclimated and taken on this role that so many people would never want to be a part of?
Well, listen, I grew up in North Carolina in a middle-class family, and I said it throughout the campaign. I would never have gotten out there and put myself on the line if I did not truly believe in Donald Trump as a great leader and the right man for the job. And I'm so proud to be a part of this family and the support that I feel like we all give one another. It doesn't make it easy, but it makes it worth fighting for. And I'm here to fight for this country because I believe in what the president is doing.
After 8 horrific years of Obama, we need the change. Great to see you. Congratulations on the baby.
Thank you.
We hope you come back soon. And appreciate you being with us.